Hello everybody. This time we are going to do a couple of operations with number variables, okay? So let's say we have the same app that we have been working on where you just input your name and input your age. Let's do something interesting with the age. Let's say I want to calculate the amount of minutes you have lived. Where you just press the button and you get the amount of minutes lived in your life. So in order to get the minutes, you just need basically the years you've lived, right? Times 365 days, right? That a year has, times 24 hours that a day has, then times 60, which is each minute of each hour. Okay, so basically this calculation is the years times 365 times 24 times 60, and this will give you the minutes you guys or that anyone has lived. Okay, now back in our code, nothing changes significantly. We just input the variable name, input the variable age, and what we're going to do is that we're going to take away this portion of code. I'm just going to put it right over here. So, because we're going to do something else with the age. Okay, so we're going to do an operation. Okay, now remember, this type of language understands what is the variable type. Okay, so even though we're getting the text, it's going to know that it's a number. Okay. Okay, so now that we need another we're going to need another variable to store the minutes we've lived. We're going to create a new variable, and this is something very easy to do. Just remember, click on initialize app, and I'm going to call it minutes. These are the minutes that I've lived, and I'm going to initialize also this to 0. Okay, I can just duplicate this block, and I'm going to initialize it to 0 because in minutes is where I'm going to place all the information or all the mathematical operations. So I'm going to go to math, and in math what I need is just a multiplication. So I'm going to multiply a bunch of things. So before I multiply, I need to use the set age. Okay, so I'm going to go to variables. We're going to set our variable over here. I'm going to select the app minutes. 2, and this is the operation. So this is basically saying minutes is going to be equal to, and I have a multiplication where my first parameter or my first operation is going to be the years. So I need to find where are the years. So basically it's app age. So I'm going to go to variables and just go for app age, and it's going to be this one times 365. Okay, but here's the first thing. Now, since I need another multiplication, I need another place. So I'm just going to pull out another multiplication. And instead of putting 365, I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to multiply these two, which is basically the app age times 365 times 24 times 60. So I'm going to need another multiplication symbol just because it's concatenating, and I have the years times, and now I have 365, which is the number of days, times the amount of hours a day has, and finally the amount of minutes each hour has. Okay, so basically this is the operation in order to be placed in minutes. As you can see, it's done kind of like with PEMDAS. It has like this small block over here would be like a parenthesis, so it's going to do this first, and then the result of this is going to be multiplied times 365, and then the result of this is going to be multiplied the age. Okay, it is very important, guys, that before you start writing your code, you want to do it on a piece of paper so you pretty much understand how to get it. Okay, and you don't get a logic error later on in your program. So let's go and check out. But we're missing one thing. We're missing how are we going to show this information. Remember, we used the label 3. Now on label 3, I can show different things. So from label 3, I'm gonna just click from label 3, and I'm going to set the text to whatever I need in app minutes, okay? So as I said, let's say you have lived, for example, you have lived, and let's concatenate that, or let's join that string with the variable over here, minutes. So I'm going to go to variables, and I'm going to get minutes, and I'm going to put it right over here. And let's see if that works. Okay, so let's click on design. Let's go to preview, and let's see if this app actually works. Let's say my name is Carlos, and let's say a small age, just so we know we don't get a huge number. So I'm going to click on submit, and you have lived probably 26 million, or no, 2,628,000 minutes. Okay, so this is the operation that you're getting. So it's pretty, some languages are pretty intelligent that actually know what the variable type, if it's not a character, it's actually a number, and it actually recognizes it. Okay, so you can do all sorts of operations just using the math palette or the math block in your programs.